Hey everyone, this is Aga, the Holistic Health Coach here with Candida Cleanser, and I am so excited today to introduce you to Candida Cleanser's newest product, the Leaky Gut Repair. And this is such an incredible addition to our cleansing packs because if you have a gut infection like Candida or parasites, you inevitably have leaky gut. And to make a full recovery, a true recovery, you have to heal leaky gut. Otherwise, symptoms will continue to persist and you can even have a reinfection. So tune into this free lesson today, especially if you have chronic fatigue, digestive issues like IBS, or a skin condition like eczema, or you're struggling mentally with depression or anxiety. Because if you have inflammation in the gut, a leaky gut, it will cause inflammation in the brain and in the skin. So your symptoms might be digestive, also skin, but also mental depression is linked back to inflammation in the gut. So in today's free lesson, I'm going to share with you 4 steps you can take right now to start healing and sealing leaky gut. And this is a protocol that I do with my clients. So make sure to tune in so you can become empowered on your healing journey to reclaim your vitality and your health. So let's get to it. 4 steps to recovering from Candida and healing leaky gut. So here's what we're going to cover today. What is leaky gut? First, we have to understand the role the gut plays to understand what it is. How do you know if you have leaky gut? What are the main symptoms and the 5 main causes? Next, we'll get into how specifically Candida causes leaky gut. Because if you have Candida, inevitably you have leaky gut. And to make that full recovery from Candida or parasite, you must heal and seal your gut lining. Otherwise, you're going to continue being frustrated with your symptoms and you'll be running around all the time with reinfecting. So we really want you to fully recover. And then lastly, we'll go into the 4 steps to healing leaky gut. This is the Naturopath recommended protocol to heal your gut and create thriving health from within. So what is leaky gut? To understand leaky gut, we must first understand the role the gut plays. So number 1, nutrient absorption. Your gut allows nutrients to be absorbed into your bloodstream. This provides energy and fuel to power all your body's functions. There's these tiny little openings called junctions on your gut cell walls that allow nutrients to pass through into the bloodstream. And so remember junctions, these little openings. This is really important to understand leaky gut. It's like your gut is essentially a long tube from mouth to anus, and the inside of your body is still the outside of your body, right? So the gut is selective at what actually allows to come in. Only life-affirming nutrients should be brought into the body. Next, the gut serves as your immune system. That gut lining and the beneficial bacteria living on it make up 80% of your immune system. So if you've got an autoimmune condition or you're sick all the time, it's because your immune system has been tampered with, this gut lining. And similar to the way that your skin protects you from the outside world, your intestinal tract is the skin that serves as that barrier to protect your inner systems from the outside world. And get this barrier is only 1 cell thin. 1 cell protects you, your inner world, your temple, from the outside world. Think about that for a second and how vulnerable this layer is. The next is the microbiome. So in your gut, on this gut lining, this barrier that is 1 cell thick, there are 100 trillion bacteria living. And these are good guys and bad guys, but essentially we want the beneficial bacteria in there. And they play a very vital role in digestion and mood, metabolism, sleep, neurotransmitter creation, and immunity. So if you've got digestive issues, mood issues, metabolic conditions, you can't sleep, you've got insomnia, there's brain conditions, neurological conditions, you got to look at the microbiome. And they are the missing link to healing leaky gut. They are the construction workers that orchestrate the entire gut lining rejuvenation process. Without them, no healing can be done. So let's take a look at your microbiome, this ecosystem of bacteria, because when we're fighting pathogens like Candida or parasites, there's a disproportionate population of good to bad, and we get into a state of gut dysbiosis, right? And when we're healing Candida and parasites, we want more of our good gut bacteria in there. So your gut bacteria produce up to 95% of your serotonin. That's that feel-good hormone that improves mood and memory and sleep and self-esteem, and it's so very important in fighting depression and other emotional disorders. Like I mentioned, these gut microbes, they help with leaky gut repair. Not only are they the construction workers that orchestrate the entire gut lining rejuvenation process, your gut flora also makes something called butyrate. This is essentially butter fat, which is ghee, right? We clarify butter. We take the milk solids out of the butter to get butyrate, which is the preferred fuel source for your gut cells, which keeps them strong and prevents leaky gut. So your gut bacteria actually are like little butter creators. They create butter fat in your gut that fuel and feed your gut cells. Next, they help with nutrient uptake. So gut bacteria are involved in over 20,000 functions in the digestive system alone. They help the body to absorb essential dietary minerals such as calcium, magnesium, iron, and even synthesize some nutrients needed by your body like vitamin K, vitamin 12, B12. So if you notice that you have a vitamin deficiency, like iron deficiency, sometimes it's the gut bacteria that are missing that are actually helping you pull in those nutrients. Next is they help with detox. Your healthy gut flora are incredible heavy metal chelators. So they break down carcinogens that you consume with your food. They are incredible. So you can imagine they're like having 100 trillion personal assistants in your body that are helping you out day to day, physically, emotionally, mentally. We want a healthy microbiome. So what happens when we have leaky gut? When the gut lining becomes porous and those junctions that normally are really selective at what nutrients come into the body, they become loose. This is called leaky gut. A leaky gut allows toxins, bad bacteria, undigested food particles, and poop, basically, to pass through your intestines and into your body. When I mentioned earlier that your digestive tract is a tube from mouth to anus, and the inside of this tube is still the outside of your body, in there's undigested food, there's feces, there's bad bacteria. Even though it's on the inside of you, it's still on the outside of your body. And when we're healthy, those toxins stay isolated in the digestive tract and then pushed out through feces. But now what's happening with leaky gut, all that stuff is leaking into our blood. And our bloodstream circulates through our entire body. And now we have toxins and parasites and bacteria circulating through our entire body, and this causes systemic inflammation and a hyperactive immune system. We are under attack and the immune system cannot handle it, and then this in turn creates a wide array of health problems: digestive issues, brain fog, skin issues, fatigue, seasonal allergies. It's incredible how much is connected to leaky gut. The father of modern day medicine, Hippocrates, did say all disease begins in the gut, and this is why. So you can take a look here. We have gut symptoms, skin symptoms, brain symptoms. All of this can be connected back to leaky gut and also Candida. The symptoms overlap, and we'll get into that in a second. So if you're looking at this diagram on the right and you're like, oh my gosh, I have so much of that. That is me. I'm so hard gaining weight. I'm tired all the time. I'm allergic to everything. Pay attention, watch the rest of this video because we're going to give away those 4 steps so you can start healing leaky gut right now. So the 5 main causes of leaky gut. The first one is an unhealthy diet. So if you've had a history of processed foods, refined grains, sugars, GMOs, wheat and gluten specifically triggers leaky gut, hydrogenated vegetable oils, artificial flavorings, preservatives, all that stuff, excessive alcohol consumption, this all can tear away and make your gut leaky. Next is the overuse of antibiotics. So that's prescription medications and antibiotics, not only that are prescribed to us by our doctors, but found in animal products. So if you've been eating conventional animal products and dairy, you've been getting antibiotics with your food every single day. As well as the overuse of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, so things as ibuprofen, and also birth control. That's a big one. So women, if you've been on birth control or have the copper IUD, this does lead to leaky gut and Candida. And this is me speaking from personal experience as well. Next is environmental toxins, chlorinated water, chemicals in personal hygiene and cleaning products, air pollution, pesticides on food. All of that is destroying our microbiome, causing leaky gut. Gut dysbiosis. So I mentioned this earlier, when the beneficial flora in our gut become overpopulated with pathogenic flora like bacteria, parasites, yeast, and fungus, they themselves cause leaky gut as well. And we're going to get into how Candida specifically causes leaky gut because it's crazy. Candida is a dimorphic organism, means it changes states. And this is really a unique to Candida. So we'll get into that in just a moment. And the last one is chronic stress. High levels of chronic stress over time increase the intestine's permeability. So those are the 5 top main causes. And if this sounds like you, then stay tuned. We're going to learn how to fix all this and turn our health around. So how Candida specifically causes leaky gut. So like I mentioned, Candida is dimorphic. You may be familiar with Candida yeast. Small levels of Candida yeast are normally present in a balanced, healthy gut. It actually serves a role. It's like the janitor eating up excess sugar and toxins and dead tissue in the gut. And in return, our good gut bacteria, they eat the yeast. This form of Candida has a symbiotic relationship with your gut ecology and your body. But what happens is when we're stressed out, we have the antibiotics, we eat too much sugar. Candida is dimorphic. It actually can change. It transforms from yeast to fungus. And basically, our good gut bacteria, they become outnumbered, or our antibiotic use kill off the good bacteria. So there's nothing in line or nothing there to keep Candida in check, to keep Candida yeast in its low numbers. So it grows and grows and grows, and it transforms into a fungus. And this is where it becomes deadly for 3 main reasons. Fungal Candida is different than yeast. First one, it grows an exoskeleton made of chitin. This is the same stuff that cockroaches, fleas, and lobsters use for their protection. You know, that hard shell? There's nothing in the human body that can get past chitin. And that's why if you've taken herbs for Candida in the past, it doesn't work. Your own immune system can't get past it. You know, antifungals do a really poor job at getting past it. And you end up having this low-dose chronic infection that masquerades itself as other symptoms for a really long time until you can get past this exoskeleton. And in just a few minutes, I'll share with you the number 1 compound that actually does that. It gets past the exoskeleton so your own immune system can finally get in there and get Candida. So another way that it's different than yeast is that it actually begins to excrete 70 plus toxins and carcinogens that actively attack your body. And one of them, for example, being something called gliotoxin or gliotoxin, which specifically targets the destruction of your immune system and liver. So Candida begins to actively attack your body. It grows hyphae or roots that penetrate your gut lining and actually cause leaky gut. So you can see here in the diagram, those long, stringy, spaghetti-like bits, that's the hyphae. Those are the roots. And they actually can penetrate through the barrier, through that gut lining, and grow systemic. It begins to spread through the entire body, wreaking havoc on all your systems. Plus, now that the gut lining is leaky, you get all those other symptoms that come with a leaky gut as well. So this is why Candida and leaky gut symptoms overlap. And if you have Candida, fungal Candida, you want to heal leaky gut, because once Candida is removed, those hyphae are extracted from the gut lining, the porous gut lining is revealed. So we have to do that diligent work to heal and seal the gut. So symptoms of fungal Candida, you'll notice they overlap with leaky gut. We have the digestive, so the bloating, the constipation, acid reflux, GERD, diarrhea, IBS. So we have skin issues, so psoriasis, hives, acne, eczema, unexplained rashes. In the mind, the headaches, the migraines, anxiety, depression, bipolar, autism, ADHD, all of this I've seen with our clients completely reversed after healing Candida and leaky gut. Metabolic too. Once Candida goes systemic, it can cause diabetes, obesity, insulin resistance, thyroid conditions, Hashimoto's, adrenal burnout. It starts to actively attack the endocrine system. We got autoimmune conditions, chronic conditions, so fibromyalgia, lupus, arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, Lyme disease, allergies, hay fever, all of this. And then chronic infections. If you have a poor immune system, you're going to be easily infected by other pathogens. So bladder infections, UTIs, kidney infections, sinus infections, bronchitis, strep throat. If you find that you're constantly on antibiotics, 6 months out of the year on amoxicillin or something like that, it's a good chance that you have Candida. And this is me also speaking from experience. I grew up on amoxicillin, fighting all sorts of infections. And then in the summer, it was hay fever. It was Allegra and Claritin, basically to get me through my day. But, once that's gone, I got rid of Candida, healed leaky gut, all my symptoms disappeared. And this brings me to Amy. When she came to us, she had over 70 symptoms. We have a blog, an article dedicated to her, and she lists all of them. So I want to just include some of what she was going through. So she had this incredible brain fog. She couldn't sleep. She was depressed and fatigued, but also her mind was hyperactive. It was this like polarity of exhaustion and hyperactivity. Her digestion was constantly disrupted with bloating, acid reflux, stomach cramps, gas. She was dizzy. She had tinnitus, sinusitis, fibromyalgia, endometriosis, skin conditions, thrush, chronic fatigue, and was always sick. And this is her trying to be a mom, trying to manage her business. It was just not working. And then she found us. She did the Candida cleanser. She healed her leaky gut. She healed her food sensitivities. And now she is clear of all these symptoms. It's incredible. And this just goes to show what you can do when you heal your gut. So the 4 steps to heal leaky gut and Candida. Are you ready? Number 1 is remove. The 4R protocol. So remove is number 1. Remove all the inflammatory and toxic foods that cause leaky gut and feed Candida. So that's the sugar, the caffeine, the alcohol, starchy carbohydrates, any hidden food intolerances. You want to remove those because you don't want to be feeding the infection. This step also includes eliminating any gut infections you have, whether it's Candida, SIBO, or parasites. And that's where our cleanse line is impeccable. We have the Candida cleanser, the SIBO treatment pack, and the parasites. I just want to go over them real quick for you to understand why these are so powerful. So remember that exoskeleton that Candida creates when it goes fungal? Nothing can get past it except this compound. This is a pharmaceutical grade lufeneron, and it targets the destruction of that chitin exoskeleton so your own body can finally get in there and fight off the infection. And unlike pharmaceutical antifungals like nystatin, they damage the liver, and they actually don't get at the root cause of Candida. Our cleanse is 100% safe, non-toxic, because it is a benign compound to the human body. If you don't have Candida, nothing happens to you. It just passes through the body safely. And this is really, really so important because you don't want to be damaging your liver because Candida, fungal Candida, is already attacking your liver, right? So you want to take care of your organ, your primary detox organ. So there's nothing else on the market that I've seen beat fungal Candida than this, and this is myself speaking from personal experience and working with clients for the last 6+ years. We usually find clients like Amy who have tried everything, are overgrown with Candida, and they're on their last straw, and this is what works. This is their saving grace. Next is SIBO. So SIBO is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and studies have shown that 50% of people who have Candida have SIBO, and oftentimes the symptoms of each gut infections get confused or mistaken for one another because SIBO has a lot of the same symptoms as Candida and leaky gut. And this treatment pack, I'm so excited about it because it is a super powerful combination of herbs that studies have shown to be more effective than prescription antibiotics. It includes berberine, allicin, and neem, and it's a 28-day protocol. It's super powerful, guys. It's next level. Really, really excited that we added this treatment pack just recently, just earlier this year. Our clients have been getting incredible results. The next is a parasite cleanse, and this utilizes the traditional trio of herbs that have been used for centuries to treat parasites. These 3 powerful herbs are known to wipe out parasites at egg and adult stages. So green black walnut hulls, wormwood, and non-irradiated clove. This is really important because you want to get at all the different stages. Some parasite cleanses just attack the adults, but a few short weeks later, the eggs hatch and then you're infected again. So you want to make sure you get both. And plus, this formula contains 9 other liver supporting and detoxing herbs to assist in the cleansing process, because anytime you're cleansing, like I mentioned, your liver is your primary number 1 detox organ. You want to be supporting it, nourishing it, and this will help your cleanse move a lot more smoothly. Next, we have replace. So replace the nutrients missing from your diet with a nutrient-dense, healthy, gut-healing diet. And just as importantly, make sure your body is actually digesting these nutrients by replenishing your digestive juices with supplementation of betaine hydrochloric acid, digestive enzymes, or ox bile to optimize digestion and nutrient absorption. Gut infections like parasites or Candida will actually stunt stomach acid excretion, and also a diet high in starchy carbohydrates depletes stomach acid excretion as well. And if you have poor stomach acid secretion, that leads to a whole host of other digestive issues, from nutrient deficiencies because you're not actually breaking down the food you're eating. There could be nausea, acid reflux, diarrhea, constipation, skin issues. So much can be traced back to insufficient stomach acid secretion. So this is a really, really important part of healing leaky gut. Reinoculate. So you want to restore the beneficial bacteria in your gut with a high quality, high potency probiotic to reestablish a healthy microbiome. So when we have parasites or candida, we have gut dysbiosis. Too many bad guys, not enough good guys. And when we start killing off the bad guys, there's going to be empty real estate in the digestive tract, right? There's going to be bugs that inevitably want to move in. And you want to make sure that the people who move in are good neighbors or good bacteria. And this is where we have our EM Pro. This is such an incredible probiotic. It's the original Dr. Higa's effective microorganism soil-based probiotic formula. That's what EM Pro stands for, effective microorganisms. And these are soil-based probiotics. These microbes support the growth of other beneficial microbes in your digestive system. They naturally balance the good bacteria in your gut while promoting a cleansing and gentle detox of the body by safely breaking down and removing toxic compounds from the gut, such as ammonia and nitrogenous wastes, which pathogenic bugs do release as their metabolic waste, as their poop. The last step is repair. So provide your gut with the essential nutrients it needs to repair itself. Our comprehensive weapon against this leaky gut is our Leaky Gut Repair, which is this powerful gut repairing formula, including L-glutamine, aloe, slippery elm, and allicin. So let's dive into what these 4 ingredients do. They're really incredible. So L-glutamine is a critical component of any gut healing program. If you go to a naturopath, all of them will tell you to take L-glutamine because this is an amino acid that is a critical building block used to produce proteins. It helps your gut cells turn over faster to fully repair those tight junctions of your gut lining. It provides the optimal food and fuel for your intestinal cells to help them repair and grow. So along with butyrate, L-glutamine is another really amazing compound to use for leaky gut repair. It is anti-inflammatory. It acts as a protective layer on your cell walls that repels irritants and damaging compounds. So if you've got leaky gut, you can imagine as if you have a sore on your arm and there was a scab and you pulled that scab off a little too early and there is like that pink skin. It's very sensitive. It might bleed a little bit. That's kind of like the inflammation and irritation of your gut lining when you've got leaky gut. Everything irritates it. So if you eat something, it's like sandpaper rubbing against that wound. So what L-glutamine does, it protects that, makes that protective layer to soothe the skin and repel irritants. And we've partnered it with the other ingredients in our formula, so your body actually receives the gut repairing nutrients that will help protect your mucous membranes and intestinal health. Aloe. So aloe supports your immune system. It reduces inflammation and aids in the control of Candida overgrowth and bad bacteria. It's actually proven to reduce fungal growth by interfering with its growth and reproduction cycle. Aloe provides that soothing protection, helping your body replace the lost healthy mucus associated with gut damage and leaky gut. It also increases the water content within your intestines, helping to treat constipation. So it has a mild laxative, aloe alone has a mild laxative effect. Slippery elm. This is one of my favorite. It is an incredibly medicinal herb for gut repair that has been used for centuries in North America. It works by supporting mucus secretion in your digestive tract. It contains mucilage, a substance that coats and soothes the entire digestive tract and stimulates your gut to increase healthy mucus production. And you might think that mucus is bad, but no, we need healthy mucus. It serves as a protective coating all across our digestive tract. It helps with digestion, keeping things moisturized, keeping the bugs off. So we really need a healthy, good mucus in our digestive system. Slippery elm is rich in antioxidants that help relieve conditions such as IBD, Crohn's disease, and ulcerative colitis. It also helps with diarrhea, constipation, and stomach aches. Allicin. I love allicin. This is the why garlic is so famous for all its health benefits. It's because of this compound allicin. It is a highly potent natural antimicrobial substance. It inhibits the growth of a variety of harmful microorganisms, even antibiotic resistant strains including Candida, Clostridia, Giardia, Salmonella, and E. coli. It is bursting with antioxidants. It has vitamin B5, vitamin C, and vitamin C is particularly important when it comes to your immune system, being able to attack viruses and protect against nasty free radicals. And one thing about allicin, which is really incredible, is it has the ability to naturally lower your blood pressure. Garlic supplements are very popular with people with cardiovascular problems. They say that a few tablets or that garlic can actually reduce your blood pressure by up to 10%. It's really incredible. So, to summarize the 4 steps to healing Candida, we've got remove, which is remove the toxic foods and remove the gut infections. That's why we've got the Candida cleanser, we have the small SIBO treatment pack, and we have a parasite pack. Next is replace. You want to eat a healthy diet, but also make sure you're absorbing those nutrients. So you want to optimize your stomach acid secretion. Next is reinoculate, so you want the good gut bacteria in there, and that's why we have a probiotic like EM Pro. And the last is repair, so having a formula that actually provides your gut with the nutrients it needs to repair itself. And so if you scroll down right now, we are introducing new cleansing packs that include our leaky gut repair. So you can target parasites, Candida, die-off, and liver regeneration all in one go. So right now, scroll down, we have so many new bundles, and when you purchase today, you can save up to 20%. Well, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do hope that you found value in today's lesson, that you go and apply the 4R program. Remember, remove, replace, repair, and reinoculate. And right now it's easier than ever with these cleansing packs, with the total gut repair pack, with the Candida gut repair pack. These are really juicy deals. So remember to grab your pack and start cleansing, start transforming your life. It's so doable. It's a lot easier than you think, especially when you have a great community around this. And if you are not yet in our Facebook support group, I highly recommend you find us. We are literally Candida Cleanser support group. You can't miss us. So join us. I'm in there. Other veteran cleansers are in there, other people doing the cleanse. So you have the support network in place. We're there to answer your questions and really, really hold you through this process. So happy healing, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.